a former friend, a now distant family member, or a sibling we haven't spoken to in years seems to have changed. You hear from someone that they have confessed to their mistake. They seem to truly feel bad about the lie they told, the rumor they spread, the pain they put you through. They seem to truly and sincerely want to repair the relationship they once had with you. Yet, it still may seem easier to simply do nothing about it. Even though we then are force ourselves to live with the pain, we at least don't have to face the person we feel cheated or wronged us. Or we don't have to let them off the hook. I'm always struck when people tell me that they simply cannot forgive someone for an offense or an insult, even in this season of forgiveness. It's almost as if there's a mental list. I can forgive this, but not that. This one, but not that one. It's a list that may never be shared or possibly not even articulated, but it's there. It's there, in an invisible barrier to complete healing. We often remember every wrong ever done to us. In the remarkable book, The Mind of a Mnemonist, Russian psychologist Alexander Luria describes a man who had an extraordinary memory. Show him a page of several hundred random numbers, and he could instantly remember them in order. Read an entire opera to him in Italian, and he could instantly remember the entire opera. So you would think that this man's life was fantastic. It turns out that the man would have done anything to have this special talent removed. It was much more of a curse than a blessing. His mind was so cluttered up with things he wished he could forget. He could never forget the accidental lies, the unattended hurts, the imperfections that plague all human beings. The memories of other people's misdeeds held him back from ever moving forward and ahead with his life. He ends up miserable, withdrawn, alone in the world. In our prayers on Yom Kippur, we refer to God as Zocher HaNishkachot, the one who remembers all that is forgotten. According to the tradition, only God can handle remembering everything. None of us should ever have to bear that terrible burden. This story reminds us that as vital as it is to remember, sometimes it is just as important to be able to forget. Yes, in the short term, the hard thing to do is to open up the door for the possibility of forgiveness. But in the long term, it's a much easier and better way to live. Yom Kippur is our annual opportunity to clear out our memories, the memories that are holding us back from becoming the people deep down inside we really want to be. We all have a few more days before Yom Kippur to go out and do something about any pain we may be feeling. Use these days as a gift. This high holidays, if we hope and expect God to forgive us for what we have done wrong, then can we find ways to forgive others? If we expect God to wipe the slate clean, can we do the same? Gamar Chatima Tova.